This episode was literally made possible by our patrons. A lot of the footage in this episode was shot with the GoPro 7 Black that we were able to buy from the contributions from our patrons. We can't thank you enough for your support. We hope you enjoy this video. You really did help make it. What's up? Yep. Nice. Hello friends. We're getting ready to sail to Emerald Bay. It's my little brother Colby Thorpe. You guys know him from other videos. This is our first sailing trip together, which I'm pretty stoked about. We're gonna sail to Emerald, be on the hook, and dive Emerald Bay, and then possibly sail to the Isthmus and dive there. It's all up in the air. We're gonna see. But tonight we're heading for Emerald Bay, and we got Bailey back there squeaking away. It's our first sailing trip, so it's time to get the show on the road. She's so ready to go ashore. She's drinking the seawater. Oh shit, that's funny. She's gonna chase it. Yeah, she's gonna chase it. Hands down, worst passage I've ever had on Chartea. It was so brutal for Southern California conditions. Like 4 to 6 foot seas the entire day. The winds never got above 13, it didn't feel like, but they were right on our nose. So we were like close hauled the entire day. And we're in Isthmus Cove because it was absolutely impossible for us to make it to Emerald. It was like southing us so bad because of the swells and the gnarly waves that it was just like, we even had to tack pretty hard to get in here. Colby just went ashore with Bailey. She's pretty excited. She did pretty good. It was her first ever time on a sailboat. She did better than Colby. Colby threw up like half the day. He had never been seasick before. He's been on tons of boats, but he, oh, let's see if he falls in the water. No, it looks like he made it. Dang. But yeah, poor guy. He was throwing up a ton. The seas were real rough though. So yeah, that was our day in a nutshell. And I got super sunburned. I totally forgot to put on sunscreen. So yeah, it's been a rough day. I don't even know what time it is. Let's see what time it is. It's 6:16. And we left at like 11 a.m. So, very long day. I'm gonna relax now and try to find some aloe vera and go ashore in a little bit. But we're here, Isthmus Cove. We're just gonna dive over here instead of Emerald Bay. She's like a chicken. Oh my god. Dude, Steady just like inhales the bowl.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
Eat it.
That's funny. How was your first big sailing trip over?
Fucking great.
Tell us about, tell the camera about your first big sailing trip.
For our planned 5-hour trip here, the first 4 hours I was holding back puke, and then the next 4 hours I was throwing up every 15 minutes, if that. So it was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was so gnarly. The puppers did pretty good.
Bailey held it up like a champ.
Right? Yeah, I mean, she was a little nervous, but she was smiling like that all day.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. What are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning from Isthmus Cove. These two are about to go ashore. It's pretty out.
Bailey! Fuck. Come here. Hey. Come here.
Come here.
Okay. Come on.
You're all right. Just get up next to her.
Here, pull.
Come here. Just go under her.
Huh?
Just go under her and I'll put her in the boat. Get next to me.
Bound to happen, huh?
So we got that out of the way.
Come on. Hey.
Well, she might be less likely to jump in now.
Sit. Lay down. Bailey. No.
Now if Colby can stay out. That was funny. Maybe she just peed in the water. Shit, that was funny. That was funny. So we're gonna do 2 day dives today and a night dive tonight. We have 3 tanks, so we don't even have to get fills while we're here, which is nice. Won't be diving as much as we thought, but neither one of us have gotten to dive Isthmus Cove, so it's supposed to be really cool. This is gonna be great. Looking forward to it. It's kind of clear out too. I thought it would be more marine layer. It was forecasted to be like really overcast. I mean, that might come in later, but yeah, it should be a nice day. Now it's time to have some coffee. So we're getting ready to go do our first dive here at Isthmus Cove. Sun's supposed to be out for the next couple hours, so we're gonna try to get our dives in before the sun goes away. Colby's on the foredeck, gearing up. Bailey's making the rounds. It's kind of chilly out, but sun's creeping through, and looking forward to see what's underwater. It's very clear. It's almost high tide and the swell is kind of minimal, so maybe we'll have good viz. We'll find out. Yesterday was so gnarly that who knows what the viz will be like down there, but we're gonna find out. Alright, ready for our first dive? Isthmus Cove. Let's do this. While neither of us had ever dove Isthmus Cove, Camille and myself had snorkeled it and knew there was an abundance of life to be seen here. Right off the bat, we stumbled upon a shark egg case. The one we found was one of the spiral types that looks like it's made out of kelp or leather. The mother sharks normally push them into nooks and crannies, trying to keep them safe until the baby's born. We saw the usual suspects underwater, opali, Garibaldi, and the like. But we were really shocked to come across a giant sea bass in only 30 feet of water. We have both dove with these giant fish at Avalon at the dive park, but we've always encountered them in 60 feet of water. So to swim with this beast in the shallows was truly remarkable. In the 1980s, these fish were given protected status due to overfishing and the possibility of local extinction. It's hard to explain how amazing it is to see a fish of this size swimming next to you. I don't think that we even broke 40 feet on this dive. We stayed in the shallows and explored the nooks and crannies in the rocks, coming across lobsters, a moray eel, and a whole variety of other underwater creatures. Seeing a great deal of lobster underwater here, Colby was licking his lips and couldn't wait to come back here during lobster season. He told me he would touch them one at a time, saying, "I could eat you, I could eat you, I could eat you." Isthmus Cove is a fantastic shallow water dive, and there's probably more to explore in the depths as well. On the next episode, we take you underwater at Little Fisherman's Cove to see what's happening over there. That evening, we dinghy out and do a night dive near Cherry Cove. All before a pleasant sail home for our quick weekend trip to Catalina Island.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It helps us a lot.
Thanks again to all of our patrons. Your contributions help us get the boat ready for big things.
Until next time.
It would be really nice to have a hobby that wasn't quite so gear heavy. Luckily I'm just driving to the boat, not going on an airplane. Dear GoPro, you are cool, man.